brutally honest explanation of every single team in VCT. So let's go. VCT Americas. This region is basically just if Valorant was a soap opera. If you want drama, you've come to the right place. They have also good teams though. 100 Thieves. This is like that one friend who swear they will have a glow up this year. 100%. They'll go work out, do whatever, eat clean, but then they just keep losing. They just keep losing every single game. Their game plan basically consists of their best player named Cryo, and the game plan is, hey, Cryo, go shoot. Also, their IGL is like 5'3", but that's besides the point. Anyways, their kit is cool though. The jersey's cool. Hype rating, 7 out of 10. I like the team. Cloud9. This team is basically just a definition of, hey, let's kick our best players and see if it works out. They've had more roster changes this year than our Radiant has alt accounts. Surprisingly though, it's actually worked for them. They're playing pretty good, I say, but hopefully they don't. If they win a trophy this year, international trophy, I swear on my mama, I will go bald. Hype rating, 4 out of 10. All right, Evil Geniuses. I don't know how this team is still in VCT Americas, but that's besides the point. Anyways, they won the biggest tournament in 2023, Valorant Champions, and then they proceeded to contract jail all of their players, so they couldn't really escape unless they paid like $1 million trillion buyout. Now all they're left with is washed up superstars. They have Ye, who used to be a really good player, and also a pretty good coach named Potter. I don't think they're gonna do good, but who knows? Maybe Ye will like do a magical comeback and start shooting people again. Hype rating, 3 out of 10. Not good. Furia. I'm gonna skip over this one. No comment. Just think of them as like your average ranked teammates. Hype rating, 0 out of 10. Minus 10, actually. Minus 10 out of 10. Crew, if you like Messi, Barcelona, or Argentina or anything, this team is for you. They're actually owned by Messi and Kun Agüero, which is crazy. They're actually playing really good right now and have some cool players like Kesnit and Shai. He's pretty handsome. This team, I feel like could randomly win a tournament and nobody would know. They're like a sleeper pick. If you like sleeper pick, like the underdogs, I would say Crew is pretty good. Hype rating, 8 out of 10. Ankara Messi. Alright, Leviathan. I don't know where the fuck to start on this team, but they're basically, imagine a pay-to-win team, but then they're not winning at all. They have like a lot of world champions and like world-class players who are insane, but somehow their coach is like kind of cooking them all by making stupid decisions. They put their IGL on a duelist, which for those of you guys who don't know, IGL should not play duelist. Not smart, this one. I do believe their coach is holding them hostage. Demon 1, please blink twice if you need saving, bro. We're here to save you. Hype rating, 9 out of 10. Just because Rossi's handsome. Like, look at this dude, bro. Loud. Right now, they're just like evil geniuses, but Brazilian. Digicine is pretty cool, though. He has a cool chain. So shiny. Hype rating, 6 out of 10. MIBR, better known as Aspas and Friends, but now Aspas and Shooters. Despite how this team looks, this is actually the best Brazilian team right now. Even though they speak in English because one of their players are from America, but that's besides the point. And he doesn't really talk much either. But I think this team could actually win a trophy this year. Hype rating, 8.5 out of 10. Vamos Brasil. NRG, this is where ex-champions go to collect paychecks. Think of this as like the retirement home of Valorant. They have a 50-year-old IGL or something who's there. He doesn't really know how to have his crosshair placement good anymore. Like he's like looking into the ground. But at least they're consistent at being bad. 2 out of 10 hype rating. Sentinels. You've probably heard of this team, but if you haven't, you have, bro. Don't lie to me. This is like the Kardashians of VCT. This is like the golden boy. Everyone loves this team or everyone hates it. There's no in between. Their social media game, unmatched. Probably my favorite team to watch for no particular reason at all. They are bound to do great things. I'm hyped. 13 out of 10 hype rating. G2, this is a team that makes Valorant into a PowerPoint presentation, even though they are the best team in the world right now. They don't play matches. They administer anesthesia, bro. You go into a coma if you watch the match. Their idea of winning a round is by letting the bomb run out of time and explode. Very fun to watch. If you replace their gameplay with a screensaver, I don't think anyone would notice. I'm gonna be so real. And I don't think their fans are real fans. I haven't seen one in real life. If you can find one, send me a picture, please, on Twitter. Bonivalo. However, they do have Jogamo. Insane player. Stylish. Handsome, bro. Shoe game on point. Hype rating, 10 out of 10 with Jogamo. Without, minus 15 out of 10. Alright, last but least, 2G. I kind of forgot this team existed when I made this. Their best player is a 17-year-old kid who can't even play in the league right now. And I think their coach is a motivational YouTube video. 0 out of 10 hype rating. Okay, moving on to VCT EMEA. If NA was McDonald's, EMEA is like that one kebab place that you eat and then you get food poisoning, but you still keep going there because it's kind of good. Apex. Apex is like that one kid in your group project that does absolutely nothing. You have no idea how he gets a passing grade, but he's still there for some reason. They could do amazing things. They could not. Nobody knows. This is like a double-edged sword. They could 13-1 any team in the world, or they could lose 13-0. However, they do have Fluorescent though. Probably the best aimer in Valorant. So hype rating 9 out of 10. I'm not biased because I'm Norwegian. Definitely not. BBL is supposed to be a Turkish team. However, their majority of players are not Turkish. So they kind of have like identity crisis here. But that's fine. We accept anyone. They can shoot sometimes. And if I had to compare them to something, it would be like a kebab where it's like spicy because they're inconsistent. But at the same time, the kebab also gives you like heartburn. So you shouldn't eat too much of it. They could win against Prime Fnatic, or they could lose to Carmine Corp back in 2023 when they had a guy who smoked himself off with an operator. Hype rating 6 out of 10. Fnatic, this is EMEA's daddy, bro. Or granddad probably now because their best player left. But they are still the only team to have gone back-to-back wins in the tournament, which is kind of cracked. And also, they have Boaster and Crashy's bromance right now. Like, look at these two guys, bro. Look how cute they are. Hype rating 10 out of 10. Reason being, I stand Crashy's and Boaster. Slay. Foot. This team is the definition of Turkish. Their main game plan is go swing. Go swing. Go swing. Amına koydum. Go swing. And somehow, it works. Don't ask me how. It just works. I think their comms sound something like this.
Left, orospu çocuğu left. Behind, orospu.
Hype rating 8 out of 10. Giant X. Giant X is what happens when you order Fnatic from Wish. They're not bad, but you kind of forget they exist like midway throughout the season. Hype rating 3 out of 10. Carmine Corp. Whatever you do, don't say anything. Don't speak anything bad about this team. Because if you do, every single person in their fan base will come after you. That was not supposed to rhyme, by the way. Hype rating 10 out of 10. I love this team so much. Allez les bleus. Koi, same thing here. Don't say anything bad at them. 10 out of 10 hype rating. Navi. Navi is kind of like the NRG of EMEA. They're kind of like a retirement home. Even though they somehow have Hero, who's probably one of the best players in EMEA right now and can actually shoot and is actually quite young and also very cute. Like, look at this guy. Hype rating 7 out of 10. Actually, Hero 8 out of 10. Team Heretics. Now, this is a team that could win trophies, but somehow they still end up second place every single time, even though the odds are in their favor. They've come second place more times than I can count, so probably like 3 times. I don't remember. Maybe this year, though, they will win a trophy. Hype rating 11 out of 10. My favorite team in EMEA. Team Liquid. If you are Polish, this team is for you. Lewandowski, Polska Górą. They also have Nats, by the way, who's probably like the smartest player in the world. So if you like smart people, then this team is for you. Hype rating 8 out of 10. Team Vitality. This is what happens when you let a Twitter poll choose what your team should be like. So you basically just get like the best players in every single position. And somehow this team still has the budget for that. Don't ask me how. They still haven't won anything yet though, and probably won't, but who am I to judge? Hype rating 9.89 out of 10. Gentlemates, this organization is French, and they also kind of show that in their traditions, where basically if their best player doesn't shoot, then they just like ring up a white flag and just like move on. Let's FF at 5. Oh yeah, also don't say anything bad about this organization. That will be like a common theme within like the French orgs. Hype rating 3 out of 10. EMEA is basically just like Fnatic's world, and we're all just living in it. The rest of the teams are either like Chaos Goblins, who can like pop the fuck off, or NPCs. No in between. Okay, moving over to VCT Pacific, aka if you had an ADHD kid that you basically gave like 13 million shots of espresso and let him run rampant. I love this league. This is like entertainment. Just run around and shoot things. Boom Esports. This is where this team here got cooked on zipline. They were that team that got cooked on the zipline. They're actually pretty good right now. They don't really have like any insane players other than like Dos9, but that's just because he's Kazakh, you know. Borat, let's go. Hype rating 7 out of 10. They're like a sleeper pick. Detonation, focus me. They have May. Moving on. Hype rating 2 out of 10. DRX. This feels like Sentinels, but Pacific. They have Bane, who's basically like the vibe guy, and Hyunmin, who's like the most cracked aimer of all time. Like, just look at this. Hype rating 8 out of 10. Genji. This is what happens when you let a boardroom draft a roster. Their plays are as exciting as PowerPoint presentations, so that hopefully says a lot. It's not very interesting. They are good, but they're also kind of like G2. Where like you could probably like drink 15 energy drinks and still somehow fall asleep while watching them. Don't ask me how. Hype rating out of 10. Global esports. Global esports is proof that money cannot buy wins. Just really confused players. Their strat book is basically just like Google translating the patch notes and hoping for the best. Also, their coach was really weird towards a lot of people, so he got banned by Riot Games for a year. So now they're actually like playing with their assistant coach instead, but apparently he was doing all of the work. So yeah, juvenile bro. No. Hype rating 1 out of 10. PRX. This team is either dropping 30 kills on every single player or 30 IQ plays. There is no in between. This team is kind of like the human version of drinking 2 monsters and then going for a sick pump. Hype rating right now, 10 out of 10, just because they're very bipolar. RRQ. I kind of forgot this team exists. Hype rating 0 out of 10. T1. They are currently the org known for being Fakers org, but they are on track to becoming known as Stacks and Fakers org. They're probably the most structured team in the game right now, and they have been cooking, even winning Masters Bangkok, which nobody thought they would. Their player Meteor is probably the best Sheriff player in the world. I mean, just look at like how he just like one taps 1 million players like this. Hype rating 10 out of 10. For no particular reason. No particular reason. Talent, this is what happens when you put 3 of the best aimers in the world with 2 uncles watching over them and making sure they don't do anything stupid, but somehow they still do stupid stuff. This is probably the team with the biggest X factor. And X factor, I don't mean the TV show. I mean just like how like a guy could suddenly kill 5 people instantly when like the round was lost, and somehow they still win the round, even though like they shouldn't have won the round because like they have like the best aimers in the world, and somehow like they win the round. 8 out of 10 hype rating. Actually, no, 10 out of 10. Team Secret. This is Pacific's NRG/Navi, except this team literally has like a granddad playing for them. I gotta be quiet here because like I don't know if he's sleeping, so I don't want to wake him up. Hype rating 2 out of 10. Zeta Division. This team is a disaster class. Minus 15 million out of 10. Fuck it. 15 billion, bro. Nongshim Red Force. I like their noodles a lot. They're surprisingly good. Hype rating 6 out of 10. All right, we've reached the I slept through geography class section of the video, aka VCT China. Yes, it exists, and I don't understand it either. EDG. EDG is China's whole personality. This is the only team people usually have heard of, and they're like that one kid in the group chat who always does all the work and gets all the credit as well. They also have Kang Kang, who's just like pure aura, even though he like does that a lot in the mic. Hype rating out of 10. All gamers. This team's strat book is probably just a sticky note. Nothing more said. Hype rating 0 out of 10. FPX. They won a trophy once, but not with their Chinese team. Hype rating 8 out of 10. Their classic is pretty cool. Bilibili Gaming. They actually have really cool colorways and also very cool merch. Hype rating 9 out of 10. JDG. Probably EDG's warm-up routine. Hype rating 2 out of 10. Nova Esports. Again, I like their color scheme. Thanos out of 10. Trace Esports. They have the world's best deadlock player, so no bias here at all. 9 out of 10. Titan Esports Club. They have a cool name, but that's about it. 1 out of 10. Tailu Esports. I don't know. You don't know. 1 out of 10. Wolves. Big up Wolverhampton. 10 out of 10 hype rating. DRG. They have a dragon as their logo. Are they weak to ice? I don't know. Out of 10. XLG.